Good morning, beautiful soul. My glasses on so I can see you. Get ready with me and let's have a talk. So, today is ceremony day. So I wanted to just share some of my thoughts on ceremony day. These are things that I've learned over time, things that I currently believe in, because our beliefs can change. So I don't want to speak for others. So yeah, let's talk about it. So in ceremony, I play several different roles. One is facilitator, one is of service or assistant, or where you're helping out. You're helping out in ceremony to make sure everybody is feeling safe and comforted and that the night goes well. And then as a participant. And so today I'm a participant because we work on ourselves as well. That's very important to me that we maintain that relationship with the plants as a participant. So I'm getting ready. I'm getting ready a little earlier than what I normally would or what I like to do, just because I have things that I need to, human life I need to go take care of before I go. And I thought about just bringing my clothes, but I think I'm good with how I am. So there's not a huge difference, but there are some differences. As a facilitator, no matter what, the moment you make the decision, so the moment you set the date or say yes that you're gonna go, the plants start working with you. The essence of the plants start working with you. So it's really important to go ahead and start setting your intention, even if you don't know the full intention, and then the intention may even change by the time you get to the day of, or even not even sometimes the day, sometimes just the time. My intention this morning may evolve or get more fine-tuned. I like that word, fine-tuned, by the time I get there tonight. And then by the time I speak and say my intention, who knows what will come out. So I feel like that's very important to go ahead and start working with that. Ceremony it's a prayer, it's a meditation, it's a time of reflection, it's a time of going inward to reflect and cleanse and spend time with your higher self and get out of your mind space. Again, my opinions, my thoughts, you can agree, disagree, whatever. So anyway, so if I'm facilitating, I would pretty much probably wear very close to what I'm wearing today. I want to stay loose because if a participant needed me, then I could get on the floor, I could roll around, I could do what I needed to do to help out. And so I don't want things getting in my way. But I also want to be able to maneuver. The only really, well, not the only, I would probably choose less whimsical, let's put it that way, on my accessories. Just because I don't want to be a distraction and I want to be there to help guide and facilitate. But again, today I'm a participant. So I am wearing white clothes. This is how I do my ceremonies as well, white or light, just to attract the light, to be able to send everything into the light and not keep the heavies around, which dark can do. Depending on the sacred plant, depending on the lineage, depending on the facilitator, depending on a lot of things, right? That could vary. Some plants and facilitators prefer that you wear a skirt. Some don't care what you wear. Some just want you to be comfortable. So that is also the main difference too, between facilitating and being a participant, is I'm also bringing like pajama sweatpants, because I want to be comfortable. I'm going to be on the floor. I'm going to be who knows what, right? I could be purging, throwing up, rolling around. There's been plenty of times where I've gone outside and laid on the grass. So I like to bring whatever I feel like is going to make me comfortable for the night. And then we're also about to get this cold front coming through. So it's important to be prepared for that as well. So I'm bringing a jacket, and I'm bringing a nice blanket, and I'm bringing, just things to make me comfortable. And so things that I know that, again, I can get down on the ground and do the work, because that's what I'm there for. I'm there to do the work on me. And so I will say that, like, well, you never know the outcome. You never know what's going to show up in ceremony. But usually, you're going to have some experience either in ceremony or after ceremony, no matter what role you play. And so your dosage will also vary according to what role you're going to play. So anyway, so dress is very important to me. I want to take a shower before I go. Again, the light clothes for me, and that is what this specific facilitator recommends and asks that we wear. Shower because you're cleansing. You're going into what I would call prayer. You're going into ceremony. You're going into sacred space with sacred plants. So showering, cleansing off. We want to be mindful of fragrances. We want to be mindful of smells. So we don't want to wash our clothes in anything that's going to have a fragrance or bleach. 1, not good for us. 2, it's not good for other people. And then your senses are also heightened. So that can affect others in the space as well. So we don't want to wear pure perfumes or anything like that. Depending on where you go, some will ask that you not smoke tobacco. Tobacco is a sacred plant as well. If smoked accordingly, right? So if you treat it as a sacred plant, and then usually it's done as like mapacho or not just a regular cigarette smoking. And so you want to be mindful of that too. Again, everybody's heightened. Everybody's in their own healing journey, and so you just want to be mindful of your space and what you're doing, but also mindful of the collective that's there. So you don't want to be bring anything that's like overly distractive, including like what's gonna smell. Inside the body, what we put inside our body is very important as well. So we're a sacred being. We're a temple ourselves, and so leading up to ceremony, and hopefully most of the time, but especially leading up to ceremony, you kind of want to clean up your diet. You want to stick to a little bit more plant-based, lighter foods, lighter on the seasonings, because again, we're cleansing our body so that the sacred plants can come in and help and do their job. And so we want to make it as easily as possible for that to happen. And then you get there and it's go time. So I'm looking forward to today. I love all roles, but I definitely love going as a participant. I love the facilitator that I go and I sit with. And I love the people that are there. They're family, they're community. And so I'm very much looking forward to that. And which was interesting because I had 3 choices this weekend. I had 3 different ceremonies I could have attended, but this is the one that called me. So that's the other thing, is go where you're called. Making sure that it's a safe space, making sure that you, I won't say that you have to know the provider, because the facilitator, that's not at all, because I've sat in many that I didn't know. But usually you know of, or you've heard of, or those sorts of things. But you definitely want to feel safe going in, because if you feel safe, then that's what's going to allow you to to do the work.